if you're not getting results for all of your clients, if some of them aren't paying you enough, if you don't enjoy working with some of them, or even on the sales side, if people aren't signing up because they don't have the money or they can't afford it, and you're finding it difficult to close deals, or if you're just not booking meetings in the first place, then you may think that it's a sales problem, a marketing problem, a delivery problem, but actually, it's none of them. And this is something I first heard from Alex Ramosi, and he's making $200 or $300 million every single year. And then I heard this a second time when I was listening to a podcast with a billionaire, and he was saying the exact same thing, is that you don't have a marketing problem, you don't have a delivery problem, you don't have a sales problem. The problem is your market segment. Now, by solving this problem for our clients, we've seen people go from being able to book no meetings at all to being able to book 5 meetings every single week, 1 to 3 meetings every single day using barely anything. We've helped clients go from literally just starting their business to being able to close 3K a month deals, being able to charge $5,000 one time. And then more importantly, helping clients who obviously were able to charge a lot more, but also got to the point where the delivery was extremely systemized. They enjoyed working with their clients got insanely good results. And it wasn't the case where some clients got good results, some got bad results, and they just had a constant sense of predictability, knowing that if they signed a client, they'd be able to get great results. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through a quick story on how I found this, how I applied it, and how you can use the same thing to be able to charge more, work with better clients, have them stay on for longer, and make a ton more for every single client that you work with. So if you don't know who I am, my name's Ethan Welby. I'm the founder of Agency Growth Partner. And what we do is we work with agencies one-on-one to build out these booking systems, these sales systems, these delivery systems, and just make sure that you're able to add an extra 10, 50, 100,000 per month. And if you want more information on that, you can just check the link in the description. There should be a link to book a time. So if you don't know already, I used to run a done-for-you acquisition agency. In that I used to partner with marketing agencies. We've done this for, over 70 of them already in like 40 different industries, e-com, coaching, all of this. And what we used to do is we used to build an offer for them, book meetings for them on a done-for-you basis, and then help them with sales. So consulting them on that. And this is where my first clients were able to add an extra 10, 20, 100,000 per month. But what I found is that when I was running these outbound campaigns for them, some clients got extremely good results very easily. But some honestly took a very long time. So for example, I would have a client making 8 figures per year, and we'd build the outbound campaigns that have a ton of case studies that have everything. I would launch it, and then same week they're booking meetings and they're closing deals. Like, that is fantastic. But then I had some clients who were more beginners in the space. So they're making maybe 10, 20,000 per month, and they didn't have many case studies or anything like this. So when they came on, we actually found it so difficult to get results for them. And I really realized this when we had a client, and specifically they were in e-com. So they were an 8-figure agency helping e-com brands to make more sales using ads, using email marketing, a whole host of things. And then we got a second client in the exact same niche, going for the exact same people with nearly the exact same services. So we thought, okay, we've got great results for this one, we've got a case study, all of that. Let's just use the same script on this one. So we did that, being like, okay, this is gonna work, this is gonna be perfectly fine, easy. And then they got no results, right? And I was looking into it, I was like, why are they not getting results? If we're using literally the exact same thing. And then, because I was looking into it, I was like, okay, what are the actual differences between the 8-figure client and the one who's probably making around 6 figures per year? And all I found, the only difference in the script was the case studies, right? The 8-figure company, they had much bigger case studies. They had so many. If you check their website, it's just results on results on results. And we use that in the outbound campaigns. But for the 6-figure agency, they had maybe 1 or 2. So then I'm thinking, okay, this 6-figure agency is competing with the 8-figure one, and they have 1% of the case studies. So what I realized was that because the 8-figure agency had so much more to leverage, it was so much easier to get better results for them. So what we started doing was we looked at this client and we figured out, okay, what are the characteristics that made them successful? And in doing this, we figured out, okay, they need to have case studies, great results. They need to have a team. They need to have the back end, right? All the foundations in place. And in doing this, they got much better results. So even though we were running the exact same systems for the 2 different clients, they got much different returns purely because of who they were, what results that they had. So what I learned was, it wasn't the case that we needed better systems or we needed a different process or a different script or anything like that. We just needed better clients, right? So what I did from that point was I only worked with clients who met the criteria that we needed. And in doing that, we were able to duplicate the results that we got for this 8-figure agency. And because of that, delivery was easier. They also had more money to spend because they were like 8 figures, they were established, and everything else was easier because they had all the foundations. So taking this to your situation, what can you take from this specifically? Is that what you want to do is you want to define based on your past clients. If you haven't worked with clients yet, that's perfectly fine. Go get some clients. I have videos explaining how to do that. But assuming you have clients, I want you to look at your best performing clients. 1, the clients who are paying the most, right? Secondly, the clients who are getting the best results. These are the factors to consider, because what I realized, as unfortunate as it is, the clients who are paying the least actually end up getting the worst results and actually aren't the best to work with. Because let's say they're making 20,000 per month. We're charging 4K a month, which we're doing at the time. They have so much less profit to work with than a bigger agency. So because of that, they're more rushed, they want faster returns, they want to be super involved in the process, they want to change everything, they don't want to mess something up. So because of that, it's not the ideal situation, it's not the ideal partnership. So after you've figured out which clients are paying you the most and which ones are getting the best results, I want you to analyze them and understand these clients more than any of the others. So specifically, right, what problems are they facing versus the clients in the other end of the market? So for example, we work with marketing agencies, anyone from 0 to 100,000 per month, because we're installing these acquisition and scaling systems. But even though they're all marketing agencies, we've found that the clients who are between 10 and 50,000 per month get the best returns with us. And it's simply because they have the foundations, they have the back end, the results, all of that, but they need help in scaling. So these clients specifically, they're spending, all of their time doing everything. They're scattered between, booking meetings to sales to delivery, everything. They're still involved, but they've figured out something that works. So they know that if they're able to get out of the day-to-day, they can put that time into things that sign more clients, into gets better results, whatever it is, and then they can scale from there. So because of that, these are the agencies that I'm targeting in our new content now, in our new messaging now, because I can speak to them, I can talk about the pain points of, having clients, being stuck in delivery, doing all these things. Like, I was in the situation, so I can speak on it. Compare that to someone who's just starting up. They don't understand the business, they don't understand finance, they don't know any of this stuff, right? They don't even have money to invest. So imagine how much more work it would take to get someone who's at complete 0 to 20K versus someone who's at 15K to 20K. Like it's significantly easier. So the market that I pick is marketing agencies, but the segment that I pick is agencies between 10 and 50,000 per month who have the foundations in place already, right? And it doesn't mean that you can only be at 10K and you work with us. It's just the ideal situation. So we've helped scale people from 0 to 10K, people from 5 to 30K. We've done that, but it's just easier for us to scale people who are already established. So what I want you to do is understand the pain points, the problems and desires of the people in your niche, but specifically in the ideal segment for you. So this may be that you only work with 7-figure companies, and the 7-figure companies have different problems to the 6 or 8-figure. And the easiest way to get this information is simply by just talking to your clients, right? You can isolate the ones who are doing the best and just ask them, what were the reasons that you bought? Like, this is a great question to ask on a check-in call. It's like, hey, just out of curiosity, what actually made you sign up? Okay, why was that important? Oh, okay, what have you tried in the past to solve that? Okay, cool. And then this becomes your marketing. So if they say like, okay, they signed up because you tailored your messaging to people who already had a team, so it resonated with them. That's what you're gonna put in your new marketing to attract more people like this. So what I want you to do is speak to your clients, get this feedback and use it in your new marketing and in your new sales. And then only work with clients who meet the criteria of what you actually need to get great results. And if you want the exact system, guides, and one-on-one accountability to actually get this done,